Melissa with Enchanted Emerald, bringing you a reading today for this Tuesday, October 4th, 2022. And so I am coming at you with this reading, letting you know that there is a beautiful, dreamy, wondrous energy out there for us, available to us today. If you haven't kind of felt that, maybe feeling as though you're feeling checked out a bit today, definitely feeling a bit of a mental fog. And so I thought it was a little bit of the weather, but just checking in with spirit. This is what's happening for us today. And so this is an energy where we are being asked to rise to the occasion, right? There are things that we aspire for in our lives, and this is about cultivating that for ourselves. So within ourselves and around us, and embracing opportunities that are being presented to us. So, I feel like you could be presented, if not today, very soon, with a very generous offer. And so as that comes in for us, you could just be sitting in a space of just feeling completely at ease and in awe of how everything is transpiring for you as a result of just being able to embrace going with the flow, right? You're magnetizing new things to you, and this is really such a beautiful offer that it's a catalyst for us to propel us into our next level, right? And so I see this happening for many of us here in the collective. And so the caution here is that the devil, of course, is in the details. And so this could have you sitting on edge a bit. I feel as though this could call for us to kind of confront some of our own subconscious beliefs, right? This could appear dangerous to us in some way, right? Where we could get caught in those details, right? If you are signing contracts, if you are looking things over in that way, you could get caught up in your head in the how or the why aspects of how is this going to work out in the end, right? This is part of that surrender to spirit, right? Because this is coming in for us. This is ultimately all divinely orchestrated and will work out in our highest and best. And so there is a caution in that, we try to make sure that we're controlling the outcome, because it makes us to feel, it allows us to feel better about things. And with that, sometimes that surrender to spirit, it can work out even better than we could have ever imagined. And so, I feel like with this, when we take a risk, when we make sacrifices for ourselves, we are able to achieve greatness despite the whole thing of thinking, being caught in our head and thinking, I don't know if I can do this, having those doubts, things like that. So the caution here is to just know your non-negotiables going in, right? So when you are willing to take that chance to achieve that greatness, so that you're not just sitting in that comfort zone, you're willing to step out of your comfort zone to see, how this is all going to work out for you in the end. What's the worst that can happen, right? If it doesn't work out, then you have lost nothing. At least you have tried, and you are no further behind, right? And so, I feel like sometimes we have a tendency to allow our pride to get in the way. And so this is just important that we are being open to these opportunities as they present to us, okay? So I feel like there's this essence here with this that you could feel almost as if your heart has been ripped out, right? You could feel overwhelmed. You could feel just in general unworthy, right? This is bringing up some of these things, right? These are things that we are healing as it comes forward. We are shedding these, right? And so this is, maybe something that you've been longing for such a long time, and you really got to a space where you were almost accepting that it was never going to happen for you, and then here it is. And so that's that awe energy, like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe that this is happening, almost as if you're in disbelief or denial of this, because you just cannot believe that it's finally happening for you. So you know, it's this whole energy of like, man, eat your heart out, right? But the ultimate here is that you can sit in an indecision only so long, right? And this opportunity can and will pass you by if you're sitting in indecision and you're allowing yourself to sit in that indecision, right? So know your truth. Know what your non-negotiables are and know your truth going into all of this, okay? Because this is a very generous offer and it's very direct. Without a doubt, you're going to know that this is for you. And you probably will feel it in your bones as it's presented to you. You'll know right away, yes, this is for me, right? If you have any inkling or any doubt whatsoever that it is not for you, if it's not 100% yes, then that is not the offer that we are talking about, okay? Then that might not be for you. Then that could be a no. So, but this offer that I'm talking about is one that's coming in. It's very direct and it is probably something that you've been trying to manifest for a very long time, and it hits all the boxes. It checks all the boxes. You might have a pros and cons list and it hits every single pro on that list, and you're like, whoa, this is exactly what I've been manifesting and I cannot believe it's showing up. This is so awesome. And so, you know, it's almost how you're in awe of your own magic. And so this is beautiful energy, right? It has all of the elements that you've wanted and all of the requirements. It's not lacking a thing. And so the thing about this is, the question now, as you sit in that indecision, is, are you going to let a few details hold you back? What is this indecision about? Is it the few details within the contracts, or is it the, well, there's that con and that's on there? Are you now looking at the things that could possibly go wrong? Are you trying to control all of those things now, even though there's all of these things that you have going for you and working for you in that, right? So you have to really allow yourself a time and space to take a step back and get real honest with yourself about this, because this is something that I see where you might have these cons that you're worried about, or you might have these details that you're kind of obsessing over, and I feel as though these are things, aspects that will work themselves out in a very short time going forward. So if you were to embrace this opportunity, I feel it's going to fall by the wayside, work itself out, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I don't even know why I worried about that at all. This is totally working out. This was definitely for me, and Spirit has my back. So again, with having faith and surrendering in that. So I feel too that taking this opportunity is to your advantage. Now, I feel if you choose not to take this opportunity, I don't see this opportunity coming in again for a very long time, and definitely not showing up in this exact way probably ever again, right? Where it hits every single pro on your list, right? Or every single element that you have been trying to manifest with it, right? Because it's almost as if you don't take this opportunity, you're telling the universe, that's a no for me. Yes, I've been trying to manifest it. I've put it all out into the energy. Here it is. And now by saying no to this opportunity, that is like telling the universe that, yeah, that's not for me. Thank you. Okay, so then something else will start to manifest for you, and it will come in looking a lot different. And so this is really going to require you to be honest with yourself, brutally honest with yourself about what it is that you want. And you really have to be uninhibited about expressing what you want. So again, we talked about in the reading yesterday, the throat chakra. So being able to communicate with others about what it is that you want, what you need from this opportunity, how you can tweak this opportunity maybe to your advantage. There might be wiggle room, right, to work things out in your favor, the things that you are concerned about. But I do feel as though ultimately in the end, all of this is going to require some sort of a split-second decision or some sort of immediate action on your part. I'm hearing like drop of a hat, right? where things are going to move very quickly. So if you are not in it, it will be moving forward without you. So if you want to be in this project, if you want to be part of this, if you want to embrace this opportunity and take advantage of that, you are going to have to commit to that rather quickly. So I hope that this reading helps you in your journey and helping you make that decision. And as always, if you're looking for your own personal reading, if you need a little bit more guidance on this issue, I'd love to be able to help you. You can always hit me up for a personal reading. You can book a session in the Square site, pinned in the description box below here on the YouTube, or at the top of my page on Facebook. Or you can email me at enchantedemeraldny@gmail.com. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. And I will be back with another read for you guys again soon. Take care.